Glycogen storage disorder has been taught in your lecture class previously also, and it is mainly related to the overall glycogen metabolism disorders. So before proceeding to the main disorders or diseases, I will just go through the glycogen metabolism briefly. So what is glycogen? Storage form of glucose in human body or in animals. Okay, so where it is found? Mostly in liver and muscles. Okay, very good. So what is the difference between liver glycogen and muscle glycogen? Both can produce ATP, but liver glycogen can be freely released in the form of glucose in bloodstream, whereas the muscle glycogen cannot convert into glucose. The end product of breakdown of muscle glycogen will be glucose 6-phosphate, right? So that last step is not done in muscle. Why? The enzyme that helps in converting glucose 6-phosphate to glucose, that is glucose 6-phosphatase, that enzyme is deficient in muscle. Okay, that's why muscle can use its own glycogen for ATP production but cannot provide glucose to bloodstream. Okay, very good. So for the general idea of glycogen metabolism, today's class will be glycogen storage disorder. Okay. So metabolism can be divided into two parts always. What are they? Production and breakdown. So production of glycogen, that is known as glycogenesis, and breakdown is known as glycogenolysis. Very good. So what is the source for glycogenesis? What is the source product or origin product? Glucose. So glucose is converted to glycogen, but what are the steps? Initial step, glucose 6-phosphate, always. To activate glucose or to start any metabolic procedure, we have to activate the glucose by adding phosphate. So what are the enzymes? Hexo or glucokinase. Okay. Next, for glycogenesis, glucose 6-phosphate is enough? No, we need glucose 1-phosphate. Okay, this conversion is done by, no, not isomerase, mutase from 6 to 1 position mutation. Okay, this is phosphoglucomutase. Clear? Okay, fine. Now from here our glycogenesis starts from glucose 1-phosphate. Here comes the enzyme, that is, which enzyme is required for glycogenesis or synthesis of glycogen? Bol rahi, glycogen synthase, right? Glycogen synthase is the primary enzyme for glycogen synthesis. So what happens here? UTP comes, PPI is released, and what is produced? UDP glucose, right? So this UDP glucose then gets added to the primer, glycogen primer. It's a protein or protein attached with few glycogen chain. So this, both the steps is mediated by glycogen synthase enzyme. Okay, so what happens? this UDP glucose get attached with a primer by eliminating UDP, and the glucose part is attached with alpha 1,4 bonding, alpha 1,4 bond with the primer, right? মনে পড়েছে? হয়েছে তো? So now what happens if this is the primer with previously few branched chains. So suppose we are adding new glucose molecules by glycogen synthase enzyme. Okay. So after a certain length of this straight chain, which enzyme will come into play? Glycogen is a straight chain structure or branched structure? Branch structure. So which enzyme? Branching enzyme. Branching enzyme helps in breakdown of alpha 1,4 and formation of alpha 1,6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they will be removed from the branch chain and will get attached from the linear chain and will get attached to form a branch. Clear? So now what is this enzyme? Alpha 1,4 to alpha 1,6 branching enzyme, right? So this is the second important enzyme in glycogenesis or glycogen synthesis. Clear? So this will form proper glycogen. Clear? So now this is glycogenesis, right? Formation of glycogen. Glycogen is produced. Clear or not? Everybody, now I will go to glycogenolysis. Okay, before proceeding to glycogenolysis, glycogen synthesis occurs in which state? In fed state, or when body has excess amount of glucose. So when glucose is high, then this overall process will be initiated. Okay, right? So in fed state, which hormone helps or which hormone acts in fed state? Insulin. So insulin have a positive effect on glycogenesis. Now when glycogenolysis occurs, when in fasting state, when we need free glucose in blood, so then only glycogenolysis occurs. So what are the hormones that helps in breakdown of glycogen? That is glucagon and epinephrine. Okay, they helps in glycogenolysis. So for glycogenolysis, it will start from glycogen. So breakdown of glycogen, how it happens? Glycogen is nothing but linear or branches of glucose, single molecule of glucose. So single molecules will be removed initially. Okay, initially single molecules of glucose will be removed to produce glucose 1-phosphate. Okay, the end glucose will be phosphorylated and then will be broken down into glucose 1-phosphate. Which enzyme acts here, or what is the major enzyme for glycogenolysis? Glycogen phosphorylase. Glycogen phosphorylase. So the enzyme is glycogen phosphorylase, right? So this step or removing glucose 1-phosphate occurs until it reaches 4 residual glucose from branching point, each side of the branching point. Okay, so if here is a branching point, so 4 glucose residues will be kept, and in this side also 4 will be kept. Okay, so this structure is known as limit dextrin. This structure where 4 residual glucose residues are attached from a branching point, okay, in any direction. ठीक है? So this structure will be known as limit dextrin. So initially limit dextrin plus glucose 1-phosphate n number, okay, will be produced, right? Next, what should be done? This branch, okay, so this branch will be broken and it will be attached in a linear version. So this is debranching enzyme, where alpha 1,6 is broken and alpha 1,4 is created. Okay, so next step, linear glycogen, that is known as amylopectin or straight chain. It is done by debranching enzyme. Okay, debranching enzyme. So what happens? This branch will be released and attached here, right? Clear? Again, enzyme glycogen phosphorylase acts in removal of glucose 1-phosphate to the power n. Okay, clear? And this glucose 1-phosphate again is converted into glucose 6-phosphate. In muscle it is used as it is, in liver it is converted into glucose. The enzyme is glucose 6-phosphatase, glucose 6-phosphatase. Okay, here it is in liver. So this is the whole glycogen metabolism, formation and breakdown. Clear to everyone? Now we know all the major steps and major enzymes. So by the enzymes we have the diseases. Any defective enzyme or deficient enzyme will lead to accumulation of the previous component, leading to accumulation of it and disease, right? So we will start from glycogen synthase enzyme. Glycogen storage disorder, it is a type of inborn errors of metabolism. Okay, so it is a genetic disorder that is autosomal recessive type and very rare, like 1 in 1 lakh to 2 lakh live births. Okay, so among them they are classified in various types, mainly 7 types, and there are 9, 10 and 11 also. Okay, so it starts from 0, type 0. Okay, so type 0 is deficiency of glycogen synthase enzyme, type 0. I am just numbering the enzymes. Okay, I will dictate the major table later on. Okay, so type 0 is for glycogen synthase enzyme deficiency. Okay, next comes type 1. Type 1 is for glucose 6-phosphatase enzyme deficiency. Type 1, it is known as von Gierke's disease. Deficiency of glucose 6-phosphatase. Von Gierke's disease. Okay. Then comes number 2. Number 2 enzyme is not present here. Okay. It is because of lysosomal acid maltase. Okay. So lysosomal acid maltase kothay kaj kore? From glucose 6-phosphate bypass একটা mechanism that helps in production of oligosaccharides. Okay. Oligosaccharides. So here acts the alpha acid maltase, lysosomal acid maltase. Okay. So it is typed as type 2 or known as Pompe's disease. Pompe's disease, deficiency of this enzyme, lysosomal acid maltase. Okay. Deficiency of lysosomal acid maltase is known as Pompe's disease or type 2. Okay. Next comes 3. 3 is for debranching enzyme. Debranching enzyme. Type 3. And it is known as Cory's disease. Cory's disease. Debranching enzyme deficiency is known as type 3 glycogen storage disease, also known as Cory's disease, or also known as limit dextrin disease, limit dextrinosis. Okay. Next, type 4. Type 4 is for branching enzyme deficiency. Type 4 is for branching enzyme deficiency. It is known as Anderson's disease. Anderson's disease. Right? So type 4. Next comes type 5 and it is for the enzyme deficiency of glycogen phosphorylase. Type 5 and type 6, they both are because of deficiency of glycogen phosphorylase. One in muscle, one in liver. And how to remember? I will tell how to remember. Okay, so type 5. Type 5 is McArdle's. McArdle's disease, and it is in because of muscle glycogen phosphorylase. Okay. McArdle's for muscle. And type 6. Type 6 is Hirsch disease. Hirsch is for hepatic glycogen phosphorylase. Hepatic means liver. So this is for liver glycogen phosphorylase deficiency. হয়েছে? Acha. Another one is there, that is type 6. Type 6 ta kothay jay? Glucose 6-phosphate can be converted into fructose 6-phosphate and can be converted into 1,6-bis phosphate phosphofructose. Okay. So what is the enzyme? Phosphofructokinase. Phosphofructokinase. Deficiency of this enzyme, phosphofructokinase, will lead to type 7 glycogen storage disorder known as Tarwe's disease. Okay. So these 7 or 8, they are the major glycogen storage disorder. right? Clear to everyone? Type 0 for glycogen synthase. Now type 1, it is for glucose 6-phosphatase, known as von Gerke's disease. This is the most common type of glycogen storage disorder, that is von Gerke's disease. Next, type 2. Type 2 is Pompe's disease. Pompe's disease is because of deficiency of lysosomal acid maltase. Okay, and lysosomal acid maltase deficiency leads to Pompe's disease. Type 3 is Cory's disease, deficiency is debranching. Next, type 4, branching enzyme deficiency leading to Anderson's disease. Okay, type 5 and type 6 both are because of deficiency of glycogen 5 is for muscle phosphorylase and for liver phosphorylase. Okay, and type 7 is for the deficiency of enzyme phosphofructokinase. Clear? Now, what will happen because of the deficiencies of these enzymes? What will happen? In type 0, glycogen synthase enzyme is defective or deficient. So, it will lead to, there will be no formation or very limited formation of glycogen. So, storage form will be hampered. So, it will lead to fasting hypoglycemia. Fasting hypoglycemia. Why fasting hypoglycemia? Because in fed state, body has free glucose, but there is no storage form of glucose in the form of glycogen, as the glycogen synthase enzyme itself is deficient. So, body will not have the storage part. So, in fasting state, how will it produce the free glucose? Right? So, fasting hypoglycemia will be there. So, lethargy, irritability will be there. Mental growth retardation, overall growth retardation, height retardation, all these things will be there. Next, type 2 we'll discuss later. Okay. Type 3, the type 1, von Gerke's disease. What happens? It is the last stage. Right? So, there will be no effect on muscle glycogen or production of ATP in muscles. So, muscle activity will be normal, but there will be fasting hypoglycemia as liver cannot produce free glucose. So, it is not very fatal, but it will lead to accumulation of much glycogen in liver, resulting in hepatomegaly. What is hepatomegaly? Enlargement of liver itself, because there will be storage of glycogen in the hepatocytes, and that may lead to hepatitis. Okay. So, in chronic case or in long term, it will it can rise the liver enzymes, and in turn can rise bilirubin also. Okay. Rupture of hepatocytes will lead to release of excess liver enzymes, and that may increase the bilirubin level also. And what happen otherwise? So, glucose 6-phosphate is getting accumulated. Along with glycogen, glucose 6-phosphate is also accumulated. So, that glucose 6-phosphate will be diverted into various other carbohydrate metabolism pathways like glycolysis, but glycolysis within liver. What other steps, what other metabolic pathways? That is oligosaccharide formation hote pare, আর তার থেকে কি হতে পারে? Lactic acid formation hote pare, because it can come through glycolysis and pyruvate is not needed, because ATP production is by gluconeogenesis there. Okay. So, gluconeogenesis will lead to breakdown of fats leading to hypercholesterolemia. Okay. Hypercholesterolemia in blood, lactic acid will be increased. So, lactemia will be there. Okay. And the glucose 6-phosphate will also be diverted into production of ribose 5-phosphate via HMP pathway. Okay, so production of ribose 5-phosphate will lead to increased nucleotide production, and after the breakdown of nucleotides, what is produced? Uric acid. So hyperuricemia is also seen. So in von Gierke's disease, although initially the effect is much minimal, but in later stages it shows hypercholesterolemia, hyperuricemia and lactemia, okay, along with fasting hypoglycemia and hepatomegaly. Next comes the type 3 Cory's disease or the debranching enzyme. So when debranching enzyme is absent, limit dextrin will be accumulated, limit dextrin. So it may produce a number of free glucose in Cory's disease. Unlike the von Gierke's, where free glucose is absolutely not being produced, the Cory's disease, in Cory's disease, as debranching enzyme is absent, so until fourth residue, glucose will be broken down. So it will lead to accumulation of limit dextrin in hepatocytes and muscle cells, in both hepatocytes and muscle cells. So both hepatocytes will get enlarged and muscle tissue will get enlarged. So in a long run, what will happen with all the signs of von Gierke's, but in a reduced manner, and it will show another thing, that is myoglobinuria. Why myoglobinuria? Because in muscle cell, limit dextrins are getting accumulated. After a point, it will lead to rupture of the myocytes, okay, and that will lead to myoglobin release in blood and myoglobinuria. Clear? Right? Okay. Now branching enzyme deficiency will lead to formation of proper glycogen, where there will be accumulation of amylopectins. Okay, amylopectins or linear chain glycogen. Okay, amylopectins. So this is a form where the large chain, it takes a much space. Okay, so branching is done because we need to reduce the size. Okay, the long chain of glucose will take a much larger space. So to reduce the volume of the space it was taking, the branching is done. Okay, so here if branching enzyme is not present, so the length of the linear glycogen will take much larger space, so it will again lead to accumulation of larger glycogens in hepatocytes and muscle cells. Okay, so more or less similar clinical features with Cory's. Okay, fine. Next, the type 5 and type 6. So they are the glycogen phosphorylase enzyme deficiency. So in this, what happens? The removal of glucose 1-phosphate is hampered. So it is again a serious case like von Gierke's, where there is, even in von Gierke's, glucose 6-phosphate were there. Here no glucose 6-phosphate will be there. Okay, so it will lead to proper accumulation of glycogen. Glycogen phosphorylase will lead to absence or deficiency of glycogen phosphorylase, be it muscle, be it liver, will lead to accumulation of proper glycogen in liver and muscle. So it will lead to hepatomegaly, myoglobinuria, fasting hypoglycemia, along with hypoglycemia after exercise. In Cory's also there will be, in Cory's and Anderson, there will be hypoglycemia after exercise also, because muscle glycogen will be depleted, like muscle free glucose 6-phosphate will be depleted, and there will be hypoglycemia after exercise. So muscle pain, exertion will be seen in all these cases, right? Only muscle symptoms are not seen in type 1, that is von Gierke's. Okay, because muscle doesn't need glucose 6-phosphatase, right? Clear? So all these are done. Next come to type 2, Pompe's. So it is alpha acid maltase, but basically it is alpha 1,4-glucosidase. Okay, so it helps in joining of glucose with another glucose molecule by alpha 1,4 bonds. Okay, so they help in, like the acid maltase enzyme helps in formation of oligosaccharides. So, and in case of they act in mainly in muscle tissues, like mostly in heart. Okay, all these enzymes, like all other enzymes, they act in liver and muscle. Lysosomal maltase or acid maltase, it acts mainly in heart muscles. Okay, and that lead to accumulation, deficiency of acid maltase lead to accumulation of glucose 6-phosphate in heart muscles, leading to cardiomegaly. So cardiomegaly or enlargement of heart. So because of the storage of glucose 6-phosphate in heart muscle. Okay, and it results in pumping failure of heart because of the cardiomegaly or the enlarged walls. Okay, there will be failure in pumping action of the heart, and it will lead to respiratory distress and cardiac failure eventually. So, lysosomal maltase deficiency or Pompey's disease is related to cardiomegaly, respiratory distress and heart failure, along with other symptoms, hypoglycemia and all. Okay, right? Clear? So, these are the major glycogen storage disorders. So, now if you want, you can make a chart and with the headings of type, enzyme type, name, enzyme deficient, organs affected and clinical features. You can write it down. Make in a fresh page, write down the headings. There will be type. But if you don't want all these things, all the points are written in your textbooks also. Okay. So if you want, you can write, or if you don't need to. Okay. So type 0 is because of it has no name. Type 0 is type 0, no other name. It is because of the deficiency of enzyme glycogen synthase. Organ specific, nothing specific, liver, muscle both affected. Okay. So, and the clinical feature is hypoglycemia, as glycogen storage is, glycogen is not formed. Fine. Next comes type 1, and it is named as von Gierke's disease. Von Gierke's disease. Enzyme deficient is glucose 6-phosphatase and affected organ is liver. Lead to fasting hypoglycemia, hepatomegaly, hyperuricemia. Hepatomegaly can lead to hepatitis or fatty liver. Okay, because in further steps gluconeogenesis will be there and hypercholesterolemia will be there, deposition of fats will be in the liver, leading to fatty liver. Hypercholesterolemia, hyperuricemia, lactemia, that is increased lactic acid. All these are seen in von Gierke's disease. Next, Pompey's. Type 2 is Pompey's because of the deficiency of acid maltase or lysosomal acid maltase, also known as alpha acid glucosidase, alpha acid glucosidase or 1,4-glucosidase. Various names are there: acid maltase, lysosomal maltase, lysosomal acid maltase, alpha acid glucosidase, alpha 1,4-glucosidase, lysosomal alpha 1,4-glucosidase. All these names are for acid maltase. They help in formation of various oligosaccharides. So, affected organs, liver, muscle, heart, mainly heart, and the clinical features will be cardiomegaly leading to heart failure and respiratory failure. Right? Next comes type 3, that is Cory's. The enzyme deficient will be debranching enzyme, and it is the organ affected is liver and muscle both. So, along with the symptoms of von Gierke's, there will be another feature will be myoglobinuria and exertion on exercise or hypoglycemia on exercise. Right? In type 4, it is named as Anderson. Anderson enzyme is branching enzyme deficiency organ affected, both liver and muscle, and clinical features are same as Cory's, mostly same as Cory's. Next, type 5 and type 6. Type 5 is named as McArdle's. That is because of the deficiency of muscle glycogen phosphorylase. Organ affected, muscles, mainly muscles. So that will lead to mainly exertion after exercise or hypoglycemia after exercise and myoglobinuria. Okay, myoglobinuria. In liver glycogen phosphorylase deficiency, it will lead to type 6 named Heart's disease. Okay, enzyme deficient is liver glycogen phosphorylase and affected organ is liver. So hepatomegaly will be there, fasting hypoglycemia will be there, liver failure, fatty liver and hepatitis can proceed. Next comes type 7, that is Tarus, not Tori, okay, Tarus. Tarus is because of the deficiency of phosphofructokinase, okay, phosphofructokinase, and that leads to again hypoglycemia. Definitely হতে পারে কিন্তু কম হবে কারণ গ্লুকোজ 6 ফসফেটই তৈরি হচ্ছে না। For cholesterol biosynthesis we need glucose 6 phosphate, হ্যাঁ, মানে গ্লুকোজ থেকে লিপিড বায়োসিনথেসিসের দিকে যেতে গেলে গ্লুকোজ 6 phosphate is the intermediary product, তো গ্লুকোজ 6 phosphate is not getting produced, তাহলে আর কি করে হবে? There may be gluconeogenesis, there may be ketonuria, ketone body synthesis will be increased, okay, ketogenesis will be there. So in type 5 and 6 there can be ketonuria and ketoacidosis, right? So how can these disorders come in your exam? Simply they can ask, write down the glycogen storage disorders according to their type and enzyme deficient. That is very easy, right? It may come in your MCQs. This disorder is because of deficiency of this enzyme, or in this disorder organs affected are these all of the above and so on, right? These type of questions can come. And another thing can come, that is a case study, okay. So write down a case. Acha, in all the diseases, in this case in Pompey's disease it is fatal, okay. So death occurs before 2 years of age in Pompey's disease, okay. It is kind of fatal disease, so death will occur before age of 2. In Anderson's also hepatosplenomegaly will be there, so that will also lead to death by the age of 5, okay. Anderson's. In Pompey's by 2, easy to remember, type 2 age 2 and Anderson type 4 age 5. Acha, how to remember these names, right? How to remember? Type 0, it is formation, no glycogen, so 0 glycogen is type 0, and type 1 is von Gierke's. You have to remember because it is most common, number 1 von Gierke's, that is why it is numbered as type 1, okay, von Gierke's. Next comes type 3, it is Cory's, okay. So Cory's, how to remember? Cory's is because of debranching, Anderson is because of branching, so remember ABCD. AB Anderson for branching, C Cory's for debranching, and ABC, C comes in third position, okay. Cory's comes in third type, Anderson comes later, fourth. You have to just remember Cory's is third, Anderson just comes after, okay. And enzymes are related to CDAB, okay. And as von Gierke's type 1 glucose 6 phosphatase, it is the last step and most common, or the type 1, okay. হয়ে গেল। Next comes the type 5 and type 6. Both are because of phosphorylase deficiency. So type 5, it is for McArdle's and it is for muscle. McArdle's for muscles. Okay, type 5 you have to remember muscle first, then liver. Okay, and 6 is for livers, hers for hepatic. Hers for hepatic, McArdle's for muscles. MMHH. Right? And type 7 and type 2, these are two different things. Type 2, you can remember Pompey's pump defect. Pump defect, Pompey's pump defect, heart failure and related to acid maltase, lysosomal acid maltase. Okay, this thing you have to remember anyhow. And the type 7, there is no mnemonic like Tarwees and PFK. Okay, so these few things you have to remember, all others are linked. Okay, fine. Now come to the case. A 2-year-old child presented with hepatomegaly. A 2-year-old child presented with hepatomegaly. On investigation, blood sugar was 50 mg per dl. On investigation, blood sugar was found to be 50 mg per dl. Uric acid 10 mg per dl. 10 mg per dl. Lactic acid 15 mg per dl. And ketone bodies were present in urine. Ketone bodies were present in urine with plasma cholesterol of 300 milligram per dl. With plasma cholesterol of 300 milligram per dl. Okay, so now you have to remember the normal ranges of all these parameters. So glucose normal range 70 to 100 or 110. Uric acid below 6 for female, below 7 for male. Okay, next lactic acid less than 6. Okay, and ketone bodies are not normal in urine and less than 6. And plasma cholesterol normal less than 200. Okay, right? So from this picture, overall case study, what is the likely diagnosis? Von Gierke's disease. Very easy today. But I wish this seemed very easy on your exam day also. Okay, acha, what is the biochemical basis of this disorder and what is the likely treatment? This can be the main question. The likely diagnosis will be for marks 1. You have all got marks 1. Next question is, what is the underlying biochemical mechanism? Okay. You don't need to write the steps. You just have to mention the name, enzyme deficiency, what are the clinical features and why. Like why is there hypercholesterolemia? Why is there hypoglycemia? Why there is hyperuricemia? Why there is lactemia? Why there is ketonuria? So I have already explained why. Because glucose 6-phosphate is getting accumulated in von Gierke's disease. Right? It cannot be converted into free glucose. So glucose 6-phosphate can be diverted to various pathways. All the pathways. Okay. So it will lead to production of lactic acid, nucleotides resulting in uric acid production, in cholesterol production, all these things. Okay. So you have to write down the biochemical mechanism. Why there is hyperuricemia? Why there is lactemia? Why there is ketonuria? Why there is ketonuria? Because of fat degradation for production of glucose, and that procedure is known as neoglucogenesis. So you have to write these terms. Okay, here body cannot get free glucose from glycogen, so it needs to break down fat and the production of ketone bodies are there, right? Bujha geche? Clear? So this type of question may ask, and this is very common. Okay, so this was all. Bujha geche shobar? Okay, any question? Acha, another thing, question aste pare, that is the glycogen phosphorylase. This is not related to disorder. This is related to regulation of glycogen metabolism. This is another different question, and this part may come as a MCQ or a short note. Okay, so regulation of glycogen phosphorylase enzyme is dependent on, other than glucagon and epinephrine, what are the other what are they? Phosphorylase is allosterically inhibited by, phosphorylase helps in production of what? Free glucose or glucose 6-phosphate. So increased amount of glucose 6-phosphate will allosterically inhibit phosphorylase. That is why deficiency of glucose 6-phosphatase in turn result in accumulation of glucose 6-phosphate that will allosterically inhibit glycogen phosphorylase. ঠিক আছে? কোথায় বলছি বোঝা গেছে? এই যে glucose 6-phosphate is getting accumulated in this case here. So this will inhibit glycogen phosphorylase. And what are the other components other than glucose 6-phosphate that allosterically inhibit glycogen phosphorylase? That is free glucose and ATP. Okay, what activates glycogen phosphorylase? AMP, not ATP, AMP and calcium. Okay, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে free glucose 6-phosphate and ATP allosterically inhibits glycogen phosphorylase, whereas calcium and AMP activates phosphorylase enzyme. Okay, our glucose 6-phosphate allosterically activates which enzyme? Glycogen synthase. So it becomes a cycle. Okay, it becomes a cycle when von Gierke's disease is there, glucose 6-phosphatase is deficient. So what happens? The glycogen that is getting broken down again converts into glycogen. ঠিক আছে?